Hey, what's going on, YouTube? Now, it has been a long while since I last streamed here. I've been grinding over on my Twitch account, my Twitch channel, and we've been putting in a lot of work on my Town Hall 17, and we just haven't had the time to really stream over here until now. So, as per usual, got ourselves a C4 ready to go. And we have a lot of loot that we need to fill our storages with. We have a lot of loot that we need to go out, get. So, let's go ahead, jump right on into it. We're going to clean up the base a little bit. See what's going on in Clan Capital right now. How much progress have we made so far? Not too bad. We got about 9 more hours until that's all done. So, since we have a lot of time on our hands, what we're going to do, like I said, is we're going to go out and fill up our storages because we need a lot of loot. We got to keep our builders busy doing something at least. Take a sip of my C4 real quick. Honestly, what I'm planning to do, hopefully by the end of the stream, is get this last Inferno Tower maxed out for Town Hall 17. And then I want to just continue upgrading the Poison Lizard because I've been really cranking out upgrades for the Poison Lizard lately. So the Poison Lizard is going to be done in about 5.5 hours. So once that's all done, I'll be starting the next upgrade for that. And honestly, other than that, the last thing to probably do, really, is just get the wizard towers all caught up. Gotta upgrade the heroes, obviously, because I want to continue getting them stronger and stronger. So that way the equipment will actually be able to... I'll be able to actually get some value out of that. How much? Okay. I might be able to upgrade the Heroic Torch again. But that's a big might. We'll just have to see how much ore I've got by the end of the stream. So, we're just going to go out there, no CC troops, and just YOLO it. $1.1 million gold. That's not too bad. The base design is kind of iffy. Especially with that spell tower being an invisibility spell tower. Yeah, that's going to be annoying. And then we got another one right here. Yeah, no thank you. I thought about it for a second, Nah. Okay, now this one... Okay, buddy. You don't want to be putting both Rage Spell Towers next to each other like that, because all it takes is just one... all it takes is just one massive push into the core, or into the Town Hall compartment, and both spell towers are going down. You don't want to be doing that, buddy. Ooh, Town Hall 16. And again. And again with the double Rage Spell Towers. When are people going to learn? They about to learn today. Let's see here. Let's throw the Royal Champion in over here by this Builder Hut, Expo, and Tesla. Hopefully take out the Wizard Towers. Nope, okay. Royal Champion goes for the air defense instead. That's fine. We're going to go ahead and activate the Giant Arrow and the Healer Puppet. And then we're going to go ahead and throw down a balloon there for any air traps that might be lurking around. Throw down a couple Super Yeti to help with the funnel. Throw another one down there. Warden. And everything goes completely around. That is not good. Oh, some of them are coming back. Some of them are coming back. Throw down another clone. Let's go ahead and activate the torch early. That way we won't have to worry about breaking the Super Yeti into the walls. Hopefully if they get into any before it wears off. They got to the Inferno compartment at the bottom side. This should still be a 3-star if everything survives. And yeah. All but 2 died out. So now it's not... I was going to say, now it's not really the defenses that we got to worry about. It's more about time. But yeah, it's going to be both, sadly. Because the Inferno Tower is going to... Yeah. The Inferno Tower is going to wreck the last Super Yeti. Oh, wow. The Warden. The Warden. Wow. The Warden clutched up for me big time. So with the loot bonus, that's going to bring us over 1.1 million golden elixir. And 9,000 dark elixir. That's not bad. That is not too bad, guys. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and claim the 600,000 gold from the season pass. And then we're going to go ahead and go on out there for another raid. Easy base to hit, but not a lot of loot. 1 point. Woo! 1.5. 1.5 million gold, 1.4 million elixir. That's not too bad. The only issue is this invisibility spell tower. That's the only issue. That is the only issue I have with this. Alright, so we're going to go ahead. How do I want to funnel this out? Probably come at it from the Eagle Artillery side, since it's on the same side as the Town Hall. So what we're going to do here, throw down our Royal Champion on this multi-archer tower. Let's go ahead and put the queen down right there. Throw down a couple balloons for any air traps that might be lurking around. There weren't any. Alright, so best thing to do, since we got the log launcher opening up some, well, I waited. That's why I waited, because I wasn't sure if the log launcher was going to succeed opening up some walls. That's why I waited. Okay, King, you're going to have to help break everybody in. Clone. We're going to go ahead and activate the heroic torch. And the warden gets absolutely freaking wrecked. And it looks like this is going to be a high percent 2-star at best. Yep. So with the loot bonus, that's going to bring us over 1.2 million gold, 1.1 million elixir, and another 9,000 dark elixir. Not too bad. Not great, but not really bad either. Alright. Oh, right, I forgot. I also have the log launcher upgrading to level 3. So we definitely need some elixir for that. How much ore do we... Oh, one more star bonus. The next star bonus will push us to where we need to be for the torch upgrade. Now, as I mentioned in one of my previous Clash videos, what I want to do is, once I have the heroic torch at a high enough level, I want to say maybe like somewhere between 20 and 25 or whatever the max level is, I'll start upgrading the healer puppet. And what I found out was the level of the healers does not affect the healer puppet, because as you guys can see, the current level of my healers is level 7. But then when I go to my healer puppet, it still says that the summon level of the healers is still level 5. So that kind of answers my question, whether the level of my healers affects the healer puppet. It does not. So, yeah. after we get done working with the heroic torch, we're going to have to start working with the healer puppet. And also the unicorn, because with the unicorn and the healer puppet both on the queen, that'll really help keep our archer queen alive. And the longer she stays alive, the more benefit, the more value that we're going to get from the queen. Dead base, 500,000 golden elixir. If it had a little bit more loot, then I'd probably go after it. But nah. Here's a base I'm going to go after. Town Hall 18. 1.1 million gold, 1.7 million elixir. And then what is that? 8,000 dark elixir? Yeah. With the loot bonus, that's essentially going to be 1.3 million gold and 1.9 million elixir. With 10,000 dark elixir. So let's go ahead, funnel this space out from the top corner. Come on, Royal Champion. There we go. Got the ricochet cannon down. Put the queen down there on that side. I want to trust the log launcher to punch everybody in, but for some reason I don't think it's going to happen. Mainly because of that single inferno. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw down a super yeti right there to funnel. One right there. Throw down the king just in case. Yep, the log launcher did its job. Broke everybody in. So we're going to throw the rest of the army down. We're going to use the king's ability early. Nice and early. Couple rages. Couple clones. A freeze. Heroic torch nice and early. That'll snag the town hall, or at least it should. There we go. Right as I say that. And thanks to the heroic torch being as high level as it is right now, it's only like level 18 right now, and it could be even better, but we're getting there. We're getting there. And thanks to the heroic torch, that'll pretty much push us past the core. So we're going to get a high percent 2-star. But we're learning. We're learning. So the warden pretty much has a lot of free range on these buildings over here. Builder hut, the hero hall, dark elixir drill, army camp, and then it's going to get wrecked by the revenge tower. And thanks to the loot bonus, that'll push us over 1.3 million gold and 1.9 million elixir. 10,000 dark elixir. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and collect the loot from the treasury real quick. And we're going to immediately go right back out. I think a 3-star would most likely give us the next star bonus that we need to upgrade the heroic torch again. Wouldn't it? So I think I'm going to hit this base, not because of the loot, but because I need that 3-star for that star bonus. Because that'll give us the ore that we need for the heroic torch upgrade. So, the Dragon Duke on yep. The Royal Champion's about to get wrecked. Yeah. That's only a level 2 Dragon Duke, dude. Oh my goodness. Had that been a higher level Dragon Duke, gee whiz. Yeah. Dragon Duke is kind of overpowered. We're going to wreck the enemy queen real quick. Throw down a couple balloons for any air traps that may be lurking around. The log launcher did get us through the first layer of walls, but it's not gonna get us through the second into the town hall compartment. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna wait on the king's ability here. We're gonna throw down a couple rage spells, hopefully get him close enough. Come on. There we go. That's what I was hoping for. Couple clone spells. And then we're going to go ahead and activate the torch nice and early, because that should push him into the town hall compartment. Down goes the town hall. Did an Inferno die mid-raid? I think we had one of the Inferno towers burn out in the middle of the raid, and I didn't even see it. Okay. I will take it. And unfortunately, I don't think this is going to be another one of those times where the Warden... Yeah. Right before I can even say it. I was gonna say that I don't think this is gonna be one of those times where the Warden steps up and clutches up. That answers my question. We need one more star for the star bonus, and that star bonus will pretty much give us what we need to upgrade the heroic torch again, or at least it should. How much more would it be? Okay, upgraded. The next time I do upgrade it. Okay, so a little bit more health recovery, a slight DPS increase, and a slight hit point. Okay. That's not bad, actually. That's not bad. Alright, so let's go ahead and go on out for another raid. And see what we can... Let's see what we can manage here. $2 million elixir. I like the amount of elixir on this base, but the gold, though, not too great. I do need elixir for the log launcher upgrade, because the level 2 log launcher just ain't cutting it right now. Yeah, no. Nope. Yeah, definitely no. Hey, here we go. Here's a nice rushed Town Hall 16 with over 1.5 million golden elixir. Not too bad. That's actually perfect. So the Royal Champion is going to help out with a funnel. Throw down a couple balloons for any air traps that might be lurking around. And there isn't any on the side that I plan on hitting this base from. Throw down the log launcher. Throw down the king to help with the funnel. The log launcher breaks us in. Throw down a super yeti right there. I'm trying to refrain myself from using the king's ability because I don't want the super yeti going into compartments I don't want them going in. Okay, now I can kinda use it. Okay, activate the torch nice and early. Couple clone spells. And that's going to be all she wrote, fellas. There's too many Super Yeti still alive to stop this. And then the Queen is back to full health thanks to the unicorn. Well, almost back to full health. So once the Queen steps up to the Minion Prince, that's game over. The only thing stopping us right now is the time. See ya bye, Minion Prince. And thanks to the unicorn, Queen's gonna heal back up. And the Queen is gonna get us the 3-star. Awesome. So with the loot bonus, that's going to bring us above 1.7 million golden elixir and 10,000 dark elixir once again. We've just been getting 10,000 dark elixir for the past few raids. What is this? What is this? The Illuminati? We're going to get ourselves 600,000 golden elixir. We got the 600,000 gold earlier from the season pass. Now we're getting the elixir. And with that star bonus, that should push us. Yep. There we go. There we go. So that'll give us what we need to upgrade the torch again to level 19. So we're going to go ahead and do that. So, like I said, once we're through working with the heroic torch for the Warden, we're going to be working on other equipment, such as the rocket spear and the healer puppet for the Royal Champion and the Queen. And I don't think we have enough, because we got 6 hours until the next level of the log launcher is done. So once the level 3 upgrade gets done, I should have enough to get the level 4 upgrade going. We're gonna go ahead and collect the loot from the treasury again, and we're gonna go right back out there. $300,000 gold, 800,000 elixir. Not too bad for a base like this, but I kind of need a little bit more gold. Yeah, that's even worse. That's even worse. 100,000 gold. That's even worse. $2 million gold, 1.6 million elixir. Yeah. There's no skipping bases like this, dude. The only issue with this base, though, is the poison spell tower being right there. Is there another one around here somewhere? Because usually there's 2 spell towers. I don't think this guy has his second spell tower. Unless I'm just not seeing it. Yeah, I don't think this guy has his second spell tower. That's odd. Get rid of the revenge tower. There we go. So we're going to go ahead and trigger the poison spell tower nice and early. Since there's a little bit of an opening right there, I don't think we'll need the log launcher for this. Now, hopefully, everything doesn't go around. We're going to go ahead and use the Warden. We're going to go ahead and use the Barbarian King ability early. Freeze the Inferno. Activate the Warden ability nice and early. As well, push him through the core of the base. There's the other spell tower. I was wondering where it was. Clan Castle Throwers. Of course. Where can we put the log launcher that's going to give us the most value? Probably up top here on these elixir storages. So we're just going to throw the log launcher down right there. Hopefully we can get some loot from that. Not too bad. We got a little bit of the elixir. I was about to say, is something still alive or something? Like, what are we waiting on? Colton, welcome to the stream, man. Hey, sorry I'm late. Hey, no worries, man. No worries. It's only been like 40 minutes. So, I wouldn't really consider it late. But nice to see you, man. Hope you've been doing well. 1.1 million gold, 700,000 elixir. Not too bad. I could use a little bit more elixir than that. Just a little bit. That's even worse. 200,000 gold, 500,000 elixir. Yeah, that's even worse. Oh, is this another one of Is this another one of those Vegeta base designs? That is hilarious. Been doing alright, just grinding. Tunnel 18 every time I max my lab and new levels come out. It's ridiculous. Yeah. How have you been? I've been doing pretty well, my man. I've been doing pretty well. Trying to max out my Tunnel 17 account. As you saw on my community tab, I started another account, which is now a Tunnel 7, by the way. Let's see if I can find it real quick. Ah, there we go. So yeah, this is where it's kind of at right now. I don't really have a solid base design for it just yet, but I'm waiting until I can get it to at least, I want to say, Town Hall 10, 11, or something like that. Maybe even 12. Before I give it a better base design. But yeah, that's what we're working with right now. I think, yep, the Rage Spell upgrade is done. I recently got my Barbarian King. I think either yesterday or the day before. So yeah, that's the new account. I named it Nihilister. And it's named after a character from another game that I've been getting into lately. I think I started playing it just last year. I think it was like over the summer, over the fall, when I started playing it. But yeah, it was originally a mobile game, and then they dropped it for PC. I don't know if you've heard of it, but it's called Goddess of Victory Nikke. I've been getting into the story for that game lately. It's it's underrated. It's underrated. You gonna stream that game? Probably. Probably. I don't know when yet, but I kind of accidentally started another I don't know if it would be considered another account for it, but I'll have to show you what I mean if I do end up streaming it. But the story is just really underrated. In fact, I kind of want to find out what happens where I'm currently at in the story. $1.5 million gold, 1.8 million elixir. Not too bad. Not too bad. I think I might hit this base. It's a tunnel 18 too. Rage spell towers. Okay. So it looks like this base design is meant to send everything around the outside. So what we're going to do here is we're going to kind of put the Royal Champion over there on the Fire Spitter. And of course, there's freaking skeleton traps. Throw the Queen down right there. Any air traps, seeking air mines, air balloons, or whatever. Nope. We're going to go ahead and activate the King's ability nice and early. I'm not really worried about 3-starring or whatever. I'm just here for the loot. Throw down a couple of rage spells. Torch nice and early. Clone spells. We're going to freeze the Multi-Inferno. Because that'll give the Super Yeti enough time to kind of move away from the Multi-Inferno for a moment. There's the 2-star. the warden's gonna just stand right in the face of the freaking multi-inferno and get absolutely wrecked. Didn't get very much of the gold, but we did get quite a bit of elixir, though. We do need the elixir for the log launcher upgrade. Because like I mentioned earlier, once we have the log launcher upgraded to level 3, we're going to immediately put it back down for level 4. We got the poison lizard upgrading right now as well. We're getting close to getting one of the chests in the season pass. Alright, let's go back out for another raid. 500,000 gold, 820,000 elixir. Not too great on loot, but not bad either. I think we can do better, though. I think we can do better. You just streaming Clash today? More than likely. More than likely. Just gonna be doing some Clash. I'm gonna try to work on as many of my accounts as I possibly can. Because I have a lot to go through. I think I'm up to 7. If I remember correctly, I'm up to 7. Grande Fan, Forge, Vortis, Damar Fan, Hunter Captain, Cansano, Nihilister. Yeah, that's 7. $692,000 gold, 400,000 elixir. Again, not great, but not bad either. So what I'm going to do is once I get done on my Town Hall 17, I'm going to switch over to probably my Hunter Captain account. Work on that for a little while. That's even worse on gold, but much better on elixir. I think we can do better on gold, though. I think we can do better on gold. 740,000 gold. You just can't have that in between, can you? Because it's either you're either solid on gold and not too great on elixir, or vice versa. You're pretty good on elixir, but bad on gold. There is just no in between today, is there? This one isn't bad. This one isn't bad, though. 1.5 million elixir, 700,000 gold. That's not too bad. And it's a base I can most likely 3-star. Poison and invisibility spell. Yeah, I should be able to... Yeah. So we're going to let the Royal Champion do his thing real quick. We're going to let the Royal Champion do her thing. And then we're going to throw the Queen down right there. Same area. And then we've already got a little part of the wall open. So what we're going to do is we're going to throw down the log launcher down anyway. So that way we can hopefully open up the next 2 sections. Throw down the king right behind the log launcher. And that's why I need a level 4 log launcher. Because the level 4 log launcher would have gotten the job done. Let's go ahead and activate the king's ability. Throw down the Super Yeti. Warden in behind. Well, not really behind, but whatever works, I guess. Clone and clone. Yep. And just as I suspected, everything is going around. That's what I thought would happen. We're going to go ahead and activate the torch. Nice and early. There's the poison spell from the spell tower. Warden's going to get wrecked. We didn't even get a 2-star with this one. Dang. With a loot bonus, that's going to push just over 600,000 gold and 900,000 elixir. Not too bad, but we could have done better. 4,000, so that's going to be almost 7,000 dark elixir. Not too bad. Alrighty. So where are we? Where are we at in loot? About halfway through. About halfway. $500,000 golden elixir. No CC. It's a dead base. We can definitely... I'm not going to hit this base, but the loot can definitely be a little bit better. Right as I say that. Right as I flippin' say that. 2 million golden elixir. Okay, Clash. I don't think there's any CC defense, because I'm pretty sure the Royal Champion is now within range of the clan castle to trigger it, if there were any, so don't think there is. Yep, definitely not. Let's go ahead and activate the King's ability nice and early. Open up some more compartments. Some Super Yeti. Alright. The Super Yeti are going to take care of the monolith. Then they're going to step up to the clan castle. There we go. Freeze the Inferno artillery. Throw down another clone spell. Now this should give us the 2-star. We're not going to get much else after that, though. And this is why you need Max heroes. Max heroes, max pets, and max equipment. Eventually we'll get there. Eventually we'll get there. So with the loot bonus, that's going to push us above 2.3 million gold. And 1.4, almost 1.5 million elixir. And I want to say almost 6,000 dark elixir. Not too bad. Not too shabby. I would hit this base if it had a little bit more loot. Same thing here. It is a little bit better, but I'd like to have at least somewhere between 800,000 to like 2 million of both gold and elixir. That's even worse on gold. Decent. But we can still do better. 500,000 gold and elixir. Not too shabby. Not great either. $1.1 million elixir, 540,000 gold. Alright. There we go. Tunnel Hall 18. 1 million gold, 973,000 elixir, 13,000 dark elixir. We definitely need some dark elixir for the poison lizard. For the poison lizard. We definitely need all the dark elixir we can get. So here's what I'm planning to do. I think I'm going to come at this base from the dark elixir side. Since I'm not really too focused on 3-starring at the moment. We did collect the star bonus that we needed for the heroic torch upgrade. So we don't really have to worry about 3-starring or anything like that. So we're going to put the queen down right where the royal champion was. Alright. 2 balloons. See if there's any air traps. Throw down the barbarian king. And then the log launcher. We're going to go ahead and activate the King's ability nice and early for the Earthquake Boots. Just in case if the log launcher fails to... It kind of did, but kind of didn't at the same time. Now, hopefully, everything doesn't go around. There we go. That's what I'm hoping for. Kill the single Inferno. Early Heroic Torch. Another clone spell. The Heroic Torch is going to carry them all the way to the Town Hall compartment and take out the Town Hall. The Warden gets wrecked. But it doesn't matter at this point because we got the majority of the loot. And a high percent 2-star. I was not expecting to 2-star this base when I was planning out hitting this base from the Dark Elixir side. So with the loot bonus, that's going to put us above 1 million gold and over 700,000 actually, 700,000 elixir and 14,000 dark elixir. Not bad. So once we get done with the Poison Lizard upgrade, like I said, we're going to go ahead and put it back down for another upgrade if we have the dark elixir for it, which I'm pretty certain that we will. And what we're going to do is we're just going to keep cranking out Poison Lizard upgrades, because the Poison Lizard is going to be it's going to play a big factor in these Super Yeti raids. Because oftentimes I hit a base that has a lot of loot, and in the defending clan castle comes balloons or dragons, electro dragons, super dragons. So that's why I'm trying to upgrade the Poison Lizard as much as I can, because the Poison Lizard should help slow down and or take out defending clan castle troops or defending heroes if I happen to if there happens to be an annoying hero that gets on my nerves, such as the Queen or the Minion Prince. Another base, 2 million elixir. Not too great on gold, 585,000 gold. Dark elixir, it's okay, I guess. I think we can do better, though. I think we can do better. But once we're done with the Poison Lizard, I'm going to be working with the Unicorn. 2 million gold this time. 873,000 elixir. Not too bad. Any CC? No. I'm going to hit this base. 12,000 dark elixir. Yeah, the 12,000 dark elixir kind of sold me on this base. There we go. Royal Champion takes care of the Ricochet Cannon. And we'll take care of the skeletons from the Skeleton Trap. Activate the Queen's ability nice and early. Throw down a couple balloons. And a couple Super Yeti to help with the funnel. There we go. That's what I was expecting. The funnel is actually turning out much better than I thought it would, because everything is kind of now just coming together right when the log launcher breaks everybody through, and I don't have to use the King's ability at all, except for when it automatically uses it here in just a couple seconds. There it is. We're going to go ahead and use the Heroic Torch nice and early. A couple clone spells for the Yeti Might and the Super Yeti. This is going to be another time where it's going to be another high percent 2-star. That's fine, though. As long as we get the majority of the loot. I think we have enough gold for the last Inferno, so we can max it out. Okay, Warden gets wrecked, and the last Super Yeti goes down. With the loot bonus, that's going to put us above 1.3. Yeah, 1.3, 1.4 million gold. And over, I want to say 700,000. Yeah. And then 13,000 Dark Elixir. Not too shabby. Alright, so we should have enough. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We definitely have enough. Gold for... I'm going to keep going, though. I'm going to keep racking up gold. So that way, when I do this Inferno Tower upgrade, max it out, I'll still have some gold left over. Alright. Just keep giving me bases like that, Clash. Just keep giving me bases like that. 2 million golden elixir. Loads of dark elixir. Or not. Clash is just like, how about no? You know the meme? How about no? $700,000 gold, 600,000 elixir. Not too bad, but not too great either. I do like the amount of dark elixir on this base. If it had a little bit more dark elixir, then I probably would go after it. But yeah, nah, I think we can do better. It's a Town Hall 18, though. It's a Town Hall 8. And of course, I got, yeah, nope. Nope. Let me guess, Town Hall 18. Yep. But the amount of loot on this base, though. Yeah, I can't really say no to this base. Okay, so we're gonna have to really funnel this base out a lot before we send everything in, because the Revenge Tower could send my Super Yeti circling around the outside, and we don't want that. King's ability is going to get triggered automatically. Any air traps nearby? No. Okay. So I think, thanks to the King's ability, we should be able to keep the majority of our troops either going towards the Town Hall or towards the Revenge Tower. We're going to go ahead and activate the Warden ability early for the Heroic Torch. Yep, that's what I was afraid of. Well, at least we got the Town Hall. At least we snagged the Town Hall before they decided to go around. And we're going to get exactly 50% for the 2-star. Again, we could have done better had we had stronger pets and heroes and equipment, but that's precisely why we're grinding this account as much as we possibly can. $1.4 million gold. 15,000 Dark Elixir. Not too bad. I might hit this base for the Dark Elixir. Any CC? No. Yeah. I think I'm going to hit this base for the Dark Elixir. Activate the Royal Champion ability nice and early. She'll take care of the Ricochet Cannon. And the new multi-archer tower. Archer tower that's being put in. Queen ability nice and early. Throw down a balloon on each side here for any air traps that might be lurking. And then let's kind of just throw the log launcher in right there. Because that'll knock down some walls and then a couple other defenses as well at the same time. I was hoping to get one more. Oh well. Oh well. Early Warden ability. Clone. Clone. Come on now. There we go. We got the majority of the Dark Elixir. All that's left now is to snag the Town Hall if we can. And yeah, nope. The Queen. The Queen. The Queen. The Queen. The Queen. Come on, no! Dadgummit. King, you absolute party pooper. Come on, bro. Okay, the Warden, can you please... The Warden's gonna snipe the Town Hall. Warden, behind you, please. Warden! Get the... I was about to say, get the mortar in the Town Hall, please. Okay, I was not expecting to 3-star that, but we 3-starred it. With the loot bonus, that's going to push us over 17,000 Dark Elixir. And then 1.7 million gold. Over 900,000. I want to say very close to 1 million Elixir. Alright. Sweet. Couple more raids, and I think I'll be ready to start the Inferno Tower upgrade. Ah, 6,000 Dark Elixir. That'll push us up to 9,000 Dark Elixir with the loot bonus. It's a dead base, too. If it only had a little bit more golden elixir, though. That's the thing. Again, same thing. If it had a little bit more loot, that would have been an easy 3-star right there. Same thing here. An absolutely easy 3-star. Just needed a little bit more loot. 10,000 dark elixir. Like I said, I do need the dark elixir for the poison lizard and the heroes. Screw it. How much? Okay. I was about to say, Yep, no CC. No CC. So let's go ahead and throw the Royal Champion down on the right side there. Rage Spell Tower gets triggered. Activate the Queen's ability nice and early. The Unicorn and the healers will keep the Queen alive through all of that. Or at least they should. Balloons will trigger any air traps that may be lurking around. Early King's ability. The log launcher pretty much breaks everything in. Take out the multi-inferno. Freeze the inferno artillery. Clone. Heroic torch. And all that's left to do now is just sit back and watch my Super Yeti absolutely obliterate this base. Oh, another thing I forgot to mention. I don't know if you saw it in my community tab, Colton, but I've got a new intro in the works. It's been 4 years, 5 years almost. So I was like, you know what? I'm way past due for a new intro. So since it's still technically the beginning of the year, why not go ahead, get a new intro done. So that way I won't have to worry about needing to do another new intro for another few years. So next week's video, you guys will notice I didn't put an intro at the beginning. And I did that on purpose to somewhat tease for the ones that haven't seen my post on my community tab. For the people that haven't seen that, I left out the intro on purpose. Welcome to the stream, Galaxy. So yeah, next week's upload won't have an intro. So just want to let you guys know, yes, I did that on purpose. Because the video that I plan on putting out after that will have my new intro. Can you give me tips? Yeah, sure, man. Of course. Let me pull up your base real quick. C2 Q089 Q8. Alrighty, Town Hall 15. Okay, I see what we're working with. Let's go ahead and take a little look-see. Honestly, not bad, dude. Honestly, this base isn't bad. The only tips I can probably give you is if you have any buildings that aren't maxed out, I would definitely max them out. Or if you have troops that you haven't maxed out, go ahead and get those maxed out whenever you can. And honestly, just make sure it's all maxed out before you go to Town Hall 16. Using Electro Dragons, I like that. I used to use Electro Dragons a lot myself. Still kind of do every now and then when I want to go back to an army that I haven't used in a long time. Right now I am loving Super Yeti. Super Yeti are like the what's up with the game nowadays. But yeah, just keep up the good work, my man. Everything is looking good. Just make sure you have everything maxed out before going to Town Hall 16. That's a max Town Hall, but I have a question. Should I wait for the hero upgrade or should I move to new Town Hall? I would definitely max out those heroes, buddy. I would definitely max out those heroes before going to the next Town Hall. I mean, you can get away with a little bit of rushing. I want to say if you have your heroes like 5 or 10 levels behind, you can get away with a little bit of rushing, but it's always best. It depends on what you're doing, really. If you're more competitive and you like to push in the leagues, then definitely have your heroes maxed out. But if you're not really competitive or anything like that, you can get away with a little bit of rushing. And I'm going to show you my base real quick, just so... Yeah. Level 62 Queen. Level 62 King. Level 60 Queen. Level 69 Warden. And a level 24 Royal Champion. I learned the hard way. Multiple times, actually. I'm new here at your channel. Well, if you like my content and you want to see more from me in the future, I do more than just Clash content, my man. I'm one of those variety creators. So I like to play a lot of other games other than Clash. Specifically games that, come from my childhood. Say like Star Wars Battlefront 2. I have a series on Galactic Conquest for Star Wars Battlefront 2. What else have I done? I kind of want to... I'm thinking for a quick second. I kind of thought about maybe doing like Plants vs. Zombies just for like the nostalgia. Because I used to play Plants vs. Zombies a lot when I was a kid. So it's like, why not? Just for the nostalgia of it. Oh, that's a damn good skin. Where are you from? Illinois, my man. I am from Illinois. So I definitely like to play a lot of other games other than Clash of Clans. So like Madden is one of them. I have multiple franchise series going on right now. I'm from India. Yeah, most of the viewers that I get here on my in my streams are mainly from Indonesia, India, other foreign countries like that. That's where the majority of my viewers come from. I have 10,000 gems. Should I use them for buying skins? It's up to you. I mean, it's all about personal preference, really. If you're one of those people that's into, skins and cosmetics, then yeah, definitely go for it. But again, like I said, it's all about personal preference. Me personally, I like to use my gems where it like benefits me the most. Like I take a look at all of my options here as far as buildings and heroes. I like to take a look at all of my options and use my gems where it benefits me the most. So like say I don't have anything to really use them on, then I'll most likely end up just saving them. But yeah, it's really all about personal preference. What would you do with that from 10,000 gems? Ooh, what would I do with 10,000 gems? Honestly, probably just save them. I'd probably just save them. Again, this is just me personally, but I'd probably just save them and use them for moments when I need them the most. Like if it's like a massive upgrade, whether it be troop upgrade, hero, building, I just save them for when I need them the most. What's gonna benefit me the most, if that makes any sense. Bro, keep posting, never give up. I will try my best to support you via watching the stream and videos. Thanks, my man. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. There's not many YouTubers out there. There's not many content creators and YouTubers out there that are, down to earth and real and relatable like that. So I try my best to be one of those content creators. With how YouTube is nowadays, with it, leaning towards, what Mr. Beast does, you need to have a good thumbnail, description, have a niche, all that other BS. Yeah. I like to keep my content real and relatable. And honestly, that's the way it should be. That's the way it should be. It shouldn't go any further than that. If you like making content, if you like making videos and making content, it shouldn't go any further than that. Just work with what you got. Work with what you work with what you got. Because I mean, take a look at where Moist Critical and Jacksepticeye started out. I recently, ironically, I just started watching their videos, their content, and I just started learning about, how they started posting their content on YouTube and whatnot. So, that's the way it should be, man. It shouldn't be about competition nowadays. It really shouldn't. But even despite all of that, I'm still gonna do me and be me regardless. Because I'd rather. So, how do I want to put this? I'd much rather have my intros and, you know, upload videos without a description. I'd rather, you know, do all these rookie or beginner things than be a perfectionist and end up like Mr. Beast, Sniper Wolf. You get the point. You get the point. $1.2 million elixir. 589,000 gold. It could be a little bit better on gold. Again, there is just no in between. There is just no in between today. It's either you get a lot of gold and a little bit of elixir, or a lot of elixir and a little bit of gold. There's just no in between today. But bro, keep posting. Never stop. Thanks, my man. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. For those of you guys that are new here to my channel, I'm a very, very highly sentimental person. So, little stuff like that makes my day. It makes my day. That's a good base for an attack. Yeah. This one is, though. 1.8 million elixir. Again, there is just no in between. This base is a little bit better. No CC. Oh yeah, this should definitely be a walk in the park. Take out the ricochet cannon. Hopefully take out the scatter shot if we can, please. Nope. Yeah, nope. Royal Champion's gonna get stuck on the minion prince. I want the queen to kind of step up and target the scatter shot. I don't think we're gonna be able to get that, though. Nope. I didn't think so. Throw down the king to help with the funneling. There's... I was about to say there's no way we're going to be able to break through the walls without using the king's ability, but king's ability automatically triggers before I can even say that. So, what I'm hoping for now is that most of the Yeti stay in the middle of the base and don't go around. And, yep, they do exactly that. Come on, bro. Everything goes around. Bro, I'll catch you later. It's already 4:26 a.m. here. I've got a test tomorrow. Gonna get some sleep now. No worries, man. No worries. What time you usually come live? Mainly just whenever I feel like it. I mean, my buddy Colton, he's lurking in the chat right now. But mainly just whenever I feel like it. I don't really have a solid schedule, but if I were to have one, I've been thinking about around this time on Sundays. Like Sunday afternoons. Like I said, I don't really have a set schedule as far as going live here. I used to go live here a lot. About 3 years ago, 4 years ago. And I kind of want to get back into doing that. I kind of want to get back into, you know, going live here more often. So, after the stream is over, I'll put in the comment section my social medias, my Discord server. Check the description, check the comment section for all that stuff. I upload every Saturday, or at least I try to upload every Saturday. And then if there isn't an upload or a live stream, obviously I'll let you guys know in my community tab. So, again, after the stream is over, check the description in the comment section for the links to my social medias and my Discord server. Because that's usually where I post the links to that stuff. How long have we been live for? An hour 43. Okay, so I usually stream for about 3 hours, 4 hours max. And then sometimes if I'm feeling a little bit more energetic, or if I feel like I can go the distance, if that makes any sense, I'll stream for like 5 hours. Like 5 or 6. Which is rare. But most of the time, you guys will be getting like 3 hour to 4 hour streams. And then if it's a short stream, then most likely an hour or 2. $1.1 million gold, 1 million elixir, 11,000 dark elixir. And this is an easy base too. This is gonna be a cakewalk. Put the queen there. Let's put the king on the right. Oh yeah, easy base. Yeah, easy. Throw down some balloons to trigger any air traps that might be lurking around. There we go. I don't think we'll need the log launcher for this one, except for maybe the town hall compartment. But other than that, yeah, it's... Bye, bro. See you soon. Good night. You have a good night, Galaxy. Thanks for stopping by. Thank you for the support. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. And for those of you guys that are watching the VOD later on, like I said, I'm a highly sentimental person, so little stuff like this, it makes my day. It makes my day. It really does. Your support doesn't go unnoticed. I think that was my chair. Activate the heroic torch. And if you mention the time, don't forget to include time zone so I can join. I'll try. I'll try. My laptop not charging for some reason? Because it just went dim. The screen and everything just went dim. Let me... Yep, that's exactly what it was. My laptop just quit charging, even though the cord is plugged in. Alright, laptop, you little rebel. Throwers are still good, man. I've been 3-starring like crazy. I'll have to give those a try. I'll have to give the throwers a try. I mean, obviously, I haven't unlocked them yet, I don't think. Yeah. So, here's what I'm going to do. We're full on golden elixir. Pretty much. We're not completely full, but we're really close. I think what I'll do is upgrade the last Inferno Tower to max level, and then I'll use my elixir on the barracks to unlock the thrower. Speaking of my sentimentality, speaking of that, this is already feeling like old times, Colton. This is already feeling like old times. When I would just come on here, stream Clash, get some new viewers joining. This is already feeling like old times. You want to watch me attack just for one attack? Yeah, man. Sure. Why not? Your Savage Death account, right? Because that's the one you're on right now. But yeah. I'll watch you. I'll watch you attack. I've been loving Super Yeti lately, but if the throwers are as good as you say they are, I have a feeling I'll probably like the throwers as well. Whenever you're ready, Colton. Does it not allow you? No, it does. Sometimes I have to... Like, say if you've been looking at your friends list while they're not attacking or whatever, sometimes you have to close out of the friends list and then go back into it in order to see your friends attacking. But I should be able to. I should be able to watch. Which is why I'm closing out of my friends list and then going back into it. There we go. See? Oh, okay. So you got the queen with the unicorn. King with Frosty. Okay. Throwers. So basically it's just throwers, healers, balloons, headhunters, log launcher. Okay. Life gem, rage gem. Wow. That's crazy. That's wild. Totem spells. That is crazy. That's a 3-star. That's a triple. I'm calling it right now. Wow. It was a dead base, but still, you get the gist. Yeah. Yeah. Pretty much. Headhunters, healers, throwers. And then for the CC, you got Super Yeti, Super Valk, totem spells. Wow. That's crazy. That is crazy. Okay. This is also another benefit of streaming. Just in case if I forget that, I can always come back to this stream and rewatch it. Okay. I'll have to give the throwers a try sometime. Alright, so let's go ahead and upgrade the Inferno Tower in 3, 2, 1, bam. Haven't done that in a long time. Alright, so now we gotta spin the elixir. So, what I think I'm gonna do, 15 million elixir. Hopefully I will still have an... I was about to say, if I really need to, I can grind on this account off camera, so that way I can get my elixir back for the log launcher upgrade. Because that still has like 5 hours. So, we're going to go ahead, upgrade the barracks, so we can unlock the thrower in 3. It'll also be maxed out too. I just remembered. It'll be maxed out for Town Hall 17. 3, 2, 1, bam. And I should still have, because it was like 4 million elixir to get the log launcher from level 2 to level 3. So I should still, yeah. And then if I really need elixir, I can always, yeah. I can always do that. Alrighty, so we got the torch upgraded, Inferno Tower maxed out, the last Inferno Tower maxed out. We got the barracks maxed out. All that's left to do now, really, is just wait for the Poison Lizard to get done, so I can upgrade it. Alrighty, I think we are done here with this account. So, what I'm going to do is switch on over to my Hunter Captain account, work on that for a little while. Alrighty. We should have everything all set up. Yeah. Rocket Spear, Torch, Healer Puppet. Yeah, we're good. We're good. We Gucci. $600,000 gold. We can do a little bit better than that. 700,000. We're getting some solid loot from these bases, but the base designs, I was getting ready to say the base designs aren't really too great. But then we go and find this. Alrighty. Take out the multi-mortar. We're going to damage the Inferno a little bit. Queen's ability nice and early. Log launcher will break everything in, hopefully. There we go. And I don't have the earthquake boots on the king, because it would have come in handy right there. Let's go ahead and use the torch early. Get him into the town hall compartment. There we go. Alright, so before we go into the next raid, we're going to have to switch the equipment on the Barbarian King, so that way he has the earthquake boots. The rest of the Super Yeti should, I was about to say, they'll most likely split off. Yep. That's what I thought they would do. And the Warden will just have free reign on the buildings on the bottom compartment. We're definitely not going to 3-star because of the time. But this definitely would have been had we deployed everything sooner, a little bit quicker. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and collect the 600,000 elixir. The loot from the treasury. And then switch the king's equipment. So that needs to be the earthquake boots. Yep. Now we got everything all set up. $1.9 million elixir, 970,000. That's not bad. It's a rush tunnel 14. So we should have no trouble whatsoever. Can we kill the scatter shot, please? Thank you. So, since I know exactly what I need from my main account, what we'll do here is we'll start to kind of transition my Town Hall 14 account to somewhat copy what I'm doing as far as my attack strategy goes. We're going to sort of transition to copy my main account. We won't need the log launcher for the Town Hall compartment because there's a little bit of an opening there. But the log launcher, if it stays alive, which I don't think it will, it should, or it would have anyway, it would have helped us to kind of break into the compartment where the clan castle's at. We'll just have to use the Barbarian King for that, though. Freeze the Giga Inferno. Clone and clone. King's ability. Torch. And looks like the majority of our Super Yeti are going around the top side. What's up, Sophers? Coming in here to hang out. Alright, so the Warden gets wrecked. We still have a decent majority of the Super Yeti alive. So this is what I mean by, I think I'm going to try to transition my Hunter Captain account as far as the attack strategy goes. We're going to try to copy what I'm doing over on my main account. So what I need to do for that, like I said, is just upgrade the Heroic Torch as much as I can. I'm going to look to upgrade the Pet House as much as I can, so that way I can get to the Poison Lizard. And then eventually, just as well as, or just like my main account, we're going to be trying to unlock all of the pets. Not just the Poison Lizard, but the rest of them as well. Because I have a feeling that once we have the Poison Lizard maxed out on my Town Hall 17 account, we have the rest of the the rest of the pets unlocked, and we do the same thing here on my Hunter Captain account, both my main account and my Hunter Captain account, they are going to be such forces in my clan. They're probably going to be my strongest accounts. I mean, other than my Demarfan account, of course. That too. But man, it's going to be my main account and my Hunter Captain account that are going to be the strongest accounts that I've got. And I already can't wait for that. 1.4 million gold. 1.03 million elixir. 9,000 dark elixir. Not too bad. This base is also very doable. So we're going to throw down the Royal Champion nice and early. Activate her ability. Get the Rocket Spear going. Take out the Expo. Hopefully she'll target the Mortar next. Yep, there we go. because the more splash damage that we can get rid of, the better. We're going to go ahead and activate the Queen's ability, nice and early as well. Let's go ahead and throw down the Yeti over there. Kind of tighten up that funnel a little bit more. The log launcher breaks everybody in. Let's throw down the king behind once the gold mine goes down. There we go. Freeze the Giga Inferno. Couple clone spells. Rage. King's ability activates automatically. Now, I'm not really expecting to 3-star, but this will at least be a high, mid to high percent 2-star. If we do end up 2-starring. Which is looking very unlikely right now. So close. We got the majority of the loot, though. Do I have enough? No, I don't. I don't have enough ore to upgrade my torch yet. Ah, 400,000 golden elixir, 8,000 dark elixir. Not too bad, but it's not great either. 758,000 gold, 867. It's alright. 650,000 gold, 93,000. This base is not. This base is even worse on elixir. Yeah, no thank you. I would have gone after it if it had a little bit more elixir, but yeah, no. $665, $643. This base is all right, but I think we can do better. Again, I was gonna say I think we can still do better, but this is a dead base with over 700,000 golden elixir. This is probably the best base that we're gonna find for quite a little while on this account. There we go. Royal Champion clears out that compartment. Gets rid of the bomb tower. Maybe she'll get the expo as well. Nope. She's going to target the minion prince and get wrecked by it. Or they'll take each other out. Giant arrow triggers the town hall. The Giga Inferno. Let's go ahead and throw the Yeti down right there. Hopefully it'll go downwards towards the army camp. Please, thank you. Yep, that's what I was hoping for. Throw down the Warden and then the Barbarian King in behind. King's ability breaks everybody in. Freeze the Giga Inferno. Couple clone spells. Heroic Torch. And that should be a 3-star if everything stays alive. Which I think it will. Yep. That's a 3-star, ladies and gentlemen. Also, for those of you guys that are new to my YouTube channel, and you guys are watching the stream later on when this becomes a video, and you guys are new, voice crack, and you guys are new, I would throw on some music, but yeah, I don't want to get copyright striked. So, when I stream here on YouTube, there won't be any music. Just so you guys know, I would throw on some music if it wasn't for copyright. But yeah. Now Twitch is a little bit better on that. That's why I put on music in my Twitch streams, because they're a little bit less strict than YouTube is. But yeah. We're going to get a chest from the season pass here. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I'm getting a rare. Alright. Power potion is definitely needed. That will come in handy later on. Because that'll give us... let's actually go ahead and publish the clan notice real quick. So that way we can work towards getting people in here. And then what was it? Town Hall. There we go. Book of Heroes. And then, yep, with that power potion, that pretty much fully restocked our power potion supply. Let's see here. $266,000. Yeah, could be a little bit better. Every time I say that, dude, every time I say that, the next search, I end up finding a base like this. Every time. Like, without fail. We're going to go ahead and knock out the Builder Hut, then activate the Royal Champion's ability. Take out the Wizard Tower. I was about to say, hopefully she'll target the Archer Tower up there, because then I'll be able to use my Queen to take out the Mortar and the Dark Barracks on that side. Yeti. Goblins. Okay, Giant Arrow helps with the funneling on the right side. Let's throw down the King on the top side here, just so I can prevent everything from going around here. I'm going to put a Super Yeti on the right side to help funnel. Alrighty. The Yeti are going to trigger the Tornado Trap. Freeze the Eagle. Clone. Break everybody into the core. Rage. Torch. And that's what I was afraid of happening. Ay, caramba. That's what I was afraid of happening. Everything goes around the outside. Oh, look at... Oh, and looky here. E-Dragon balloons. Remember what I said earlier about using the Poison Lizard for defending CC in Heroes? This is why. This is why. Because more times than not, when I'm dealing with enemy CC, most of the time, it's going to be some sort of air troop, whether it's rocket balloons, regular balloons, electro dragons, dragons, super dragons, lava hounds, ice hounds. It's always some sort of air troop. $2 million first search. First search, 2 million golden elixir. Not too great on dark elixir, but the amount of golden elixir on this bad boy? Hell yeah. Barely take out the enemy queen. Okay. And now we throw down the Yeti on that side. Let's throw down the king as well, because the Yeti's going to need some help funneling that side. I just know it. And I was right. And I know the log launcher is going to fail to break everything in. So I'm going to activate the king's ability nice and early. Now, hopefully, we don't have everything going around the outside where this wizard tower is at. But knowing my luck, I know it will. I know they will. Yep. And there it is. Like I've been saying, as long as we get the majority of the loot. In which we did. 2 million gold, 1 million elixir. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. 1.6k dark elixir. I'll take it. And we're going to get an added on 7.5k dark elixir, thanks to the season pass. As long as we can keep finding bases like that with 2 million golden elixir, or bases like this, even if it's not 2 million golden elixir, as long as we find bases like that or like this, we Gucci. We are absolutely Gucci. We're going to go ahead and activate the rocket spear nice and early. Let's kind of put the Barbarian King right there on the right side. I was going to say, hopefully the king will go downwards towards the elixir collector. Nope. You rebellious son of a gun. Alright. King, I need you to go in. There we go. That'll break everybody in. Couple clone spells. Freeze the Giga Inferno. Early Warden ability. There we go. Get everybody all raged up here. And again, like I said, once we have the Poison Lizard, once we have the Heroic Torch upgraded a little bit more, we should be starting to 3-star those bases a lot more often on this account. Alright, so do we have enough? No. How much do we need? How much do we need? 400. Do we have enough raid medals to... No. Okay, so we are definitely going to have to... we are definitely going to have to do our clan capital raids here. So that way I can get some raid medals. And then after raid week is over, I'll be able to use those raid medals to get myself some more starry ore, in which I will use to upgrade the torch. Mountain Golem is gonna do his thing over here on this side. How good is... Okay, I was about to say, how good is this side funneled out? The skeletons are going to work on that area over there. And then once they get done clearing out that little compartment over there, they should, yep, start getting wrecked by the Inferno Tower. That is if they don't get stuck on a wall like they just did. Sophie's barking at something. After this, I was about to say, after this, oh, are they about to, yeah. I was going to say, I'm going to go ahead and exit out of the raid, but they were close to breaking through the wall. Alright, so, give me a second, guys. I'm going to go see what she's barking at. Alrighty. I didn't really see anything. So I don't know what she was barking at, but I didn't see anything. So unless she was seeing something I wasn't, there was nothing out there. Alrighty. We have a good 7 hours until raid week is over, but I at least want to get all the attacks done on this account. So that way I can use the Starry Ore for the Heroic Torch upgrade. I think I'll have to dump all of my capital gold pretty soon, because it's getting full. The storage is getting full. I think I'll do that after this raid. Alright, so let's see here what we can dump our... probably the Super Giant Barracks, since that's the only thing we've got going right now. And that's one of our bigger upgrades, too. So once we knock this out, we won't have to worry about it for quite a while. And that should be more than enough to take care of the rest of this base. This part of the clan capital. I was about to say I could be wrong though. Nope. The skeletons help finish off the last building. Alright. So let's go ahead and move on to Dragon Cliffs. Take care of that real quick. Break open some walls with the mountain golem, so that way we can get a little bit more of the spawn area opened up. And the Mountain Golem's gonna die to the Inferno Tower. Two attacks left to use here for Clan Capital. What do I want to do with the lightning spells here? Probably use them on the Inferno Tower. Let's go ahead and put a graveyard spell there. One right there. What is she barking at? I don't know if our neighbors are fishing in our pond or what. But she's barking at something. I don't know if you guys can hear her, but she's barking at something over there. Alrighty, we'll have one more attack left to use for Clan Capital after this one, and then we can go back to filling up our golden elixir storages on our main base, our main village. Go ahead and take care of the top compartment there, so that way it doesn't become the last compartment that we need to take care of when we're close to 3-starring it with one of our other accounts. Let's throw the Mountain Golem in right there. That way we can get a little bit more of the spawn area opened up. So whenever we attack this part of the Clan Capital with our other accounts, we'll need to start working our way from the bottom upwards. And I think that's going to be it, because the Super Dragons will take care of the skeletons on the top side there, and then all we'll have left is that Barbarian. Right as I say it. Right as I say it. Alright, so let's go ahead, dump the rest of our capital gold into the Super Giant barracks. Go ahead and collect the loot from the treasury real quick. And go on out for another raid. Oh. 1,000,000 gold. 18,000 dark elixir. 1.3 million gold elixir. Oh man. This should be pretty easy getting all the loot from this base. Okay, rocket spear, activate that early. We're going to throw the queen down on the same side. Goblins and the Yeti. Throw the Barbarian King down there on that side. And then maybe a Super Yeti or two to help funnel out that side. Yep. There's a little Tesla farm over here that needs to be taken care of. Every freaking time. Bro. Come on. Every time I find a base like this, dude, there's always some sort of air troop in their CC. Dragons, balloons, rocket balloons, super dragons, electro dragons, lava hounds, ice hounds. You name it, it's there. $13,000 Dark Elixir plus 500. That's going to be at least 14k Dark Elixir. Not too bad. We got the majority of the loot. And that is why I say that I need the Poison Lizard. Because the Poison Lizard would have made sure, had I had the Poison Lizard and had it maxed out, the Poison Lizard would have taken care of the enemy CC. That's for dang sure. That's unfortunate. But again, at least we got the majority of the loot, which is what I came there for in the first place. So it wasn't a total loss. It wasn't a total loss. 1.3 million elixir, 750,000 gold. Nope. Alright. 750,000 gold. CC? No. If it had a little bit more gold, then I probably would go after it. But nah. Same thing here. A little bit more gold, would have gone after it. There we go. There we go. 1.9 million golden elixir, 13k dark elixir. And as per usual, as I've been learning from what's been happening to me lately, where's that clan castle? I always check the clan castle to make sure there is no defending CC, because every single time I hit a base like this, the defending CC always, without fail, screws me over. So we're going to throw down the queen on that side. Activate her ability nice and early. Same thing with the royal champion. The royal champion is going to help out the queen, take care of the defenses on that side. Yeti and a couple goblins will help funnel out that side. I don't want to trust the log launcher with the town hall compartment, but I'm going to try it. I'm going to try it. Throw down a couple more Super Yeti to help with the funnel. Make sure everything goes smoothly. Yeah, I didn't think that was going to happen. I didn't think the log launcher was going to take care of the walls in the town hall compartment. Oh, but it did. Oh, but it did. Alright, so as long as the warden can stay alive for just a tad bit longer, we can take care of the eagle. The eagle will no longer be sniping at us. And the rest of the Super Yeti that's still alive, roaming around the outside, will just have free reign on the outside buildings for a tad bit. Right as I say that, they all die out. With the loot bonus, that's going to give us at least 1 point... 1.28 million gold. And then I want to say at least a little bit over 1.3 million elixir. 11.7k dark elixir. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. And we're going to get a little bit of capital gold from the season pass. Thank you very much. I will take that. Alright. So, we got our clan capital stuff done. Well, for this account, anyway. We got our clan capital attacks in. So, honestly, the last thing to do now is just to fill up the storages and then move on to the upgrades and then move on to the next account. 900,000 golden elixir, 10k dark elixir. Not bad, but I'm already expecting CC. Nope, there is none in there, but there's a single Inferno guarding the town hall, though. And judging from the way this base design is looking, I'm assuming everything is going to get sent around the town hall. No thank you. 1.6 million gold. Woo! No, see, every time... Why has it been every time I check the defending CC for any troops, there is none. But the few times that I don't check the enemy CC, there's something there. Like, bruh. Clash is setting me up for a massive L right now. Every time. I'm going to hit this base, by the way. Rocket Spear will take care of the defenses in that compartment. We're not going to get the Expo, are we? Oh, we are actually. Just barely. But we got it. Queen's ability. Log launcher. King, I need you to go into the base, please, so that way I can activate your earthquake boots, break everybody into the town hall compartment. Thank you. Couple clone spells. Early warden ability, freeze the Giga Inferno. Alrighty. Now I just gotta let the rest of the army just do their thing. We're going to get a high percent 2-star. But yeah, once again, another one of those times where had I had my equipment stronger and had I had more pets from my pet house and had them fully upgraded and stuff, that would have been a 3-star. Maybe someday, though. Maybe someday with this account. 0 out of 45. No CC. A million elixir. Not too great on gold, but We can find better. We can find better. Every time without fail, dude. Every time without fail. Every time I say that. The next search has always been a base like this. Bro. We're going to go ahead and activate the queen ability. And it's a dead base too, by the way. I just noticed that. It's a dead base too. Let's go ahead and throw down a Super Yeti on that side. Throw down the Barbarian King. The walls are going to be way too easy for the log launcher to break through, so I won't need the King's ability for it. So the King is going to help that Super Yeti funnel out the base. Everything comes back in towards the middle. We're going to wait for the Super Yeti to approach the Town Hall compartment. There we go. Clone spells. Activate the torch. King's ability. That should be an easy peasy, lemon squeezy 3-star. If everything stays alive. What's up, Ninja? Welcome to the stream, buddy. I've been live for at least almost 3 hours now. By the way. Yep. That is going to be an easy peasy lemon squeezy 3-star. Not too shabby. Yeah, sorry, I was playing Fort. No worries, man. No worries. No worries. That's why I messaged you about going live beforehand, or before I went live, because I knew you'd see it later. I knew you were busy, and I knew you would see it later. You want to play after a live stream? Sure. Sure. I'm down. I'm down to play some Fortnite after the stream. By the way, I'm just a messenger. This is from Medium, he said. Oh my goodness. I kind of expected that. Over 1 million gold in elixir. 11k dark elixir. Royal Champion takes care of the defenses on the left side. Can we get the Wizard Tower, please? No, it's gonna... she's gonna target the Barbarian King. Or the... That's the enemy queen. Okay. Targets the queen. And then, yeah. Gets absolutely wrecked. Throw down a couple Super Yeti to help with the funnel. Throw the rest down the middle behind the log launcher. King's ability activates automatically. Come on now. This is going to be tough. Early Warden ability. That'll push everyone through the core, through the Eagle Artillery. Oh, man. Again, another one of those situations where had I had stronger pets and stronger heroes, stronger equipment, that would have been a 3-star. $800,000 gold, 679,000 elixir. If it had a little bit more... I just said it. Watch it be the next base again. Every time! Every time! Every time I say that. That's been the thing with me lately tonight. Every time I say that I think we can find a better base, it's always been the very next base that we find something like this. Every time, without fail. I kid you not. For those of you guys that are watching the video later on, when the stream becomes a video, you guys can rewatch this stream and you'll see just about every single time I've said that we found bases like this. The very next search. Without fail. Alright, log launcher is finished. Opening up walls. Throw down a couple early rage spells, clone spells, freeze the Eagle Artillery and the Giga Inferno. Warden ability. Queen ability. And it's going to be another one of those bases where had I had stronger stuff, it would have been a 3-star. Yep. Not bad for the loot, though. We're going to get ourselves a nice chest here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. It stays a common. And we're going to get ourselves a study suit. Alrighty. That will actually come in handy, because I will be using it immediately. $1.1 million golden elixir, 8.9 thousand dark elixir. I don't like the base design, but I think we can find something better. And this time it fails. Well, actually, not really. Not really. It's a dead base. Had it had a little bit more loot, though. Technically, it kind of failed saying that, but also kind of didn't. Another dead base. Upgrading Eagle. 600,000 gold, 500,000 elixir. Rushed base. Tunnel 12, okay. First Town Hall 12 I've found in quite a while. Dead base. $1.4 million gold. 1.1 million elixir. 1 point. And 4.3k dark elixir. It's not a dead base. But it's one of those bases where it makes you have to choose between the Town Hall and the Eagle Artillery. Yikes. Yeah, no thank you. Dead base. There's $1 million gold. It's a Rush Town Hall 15 as well. Well, I wouldn't say rushed. It kind of looks like this person just recently went to Town Hall 15 because, yeah, the only thing that's been upgraded is the Eagle Artillery and the Infernos. So I want to say Eagle Artillery, Infernos, and Expos, and Scattershots. So it looks like he's been Town Hall 15 for a little while, but he's still kind of relatively a new Town Hall 15. We're going to hit the space. And we're not going to get to the Scattershot, unfortunately. Queen will take care of the bottom right side. Throw in the Super Yeti, then the log launcher. Barbarian King in behind. Freeze the Giga Inferno. Early King ability and Warden ability. And we're not going to have enough firepower to really push us through the rest of the base. Unfortunately. But that's fine, though. That's fine. That is fine. Gonna get ourselves some Dark Elixir here. $900,000 gold, 1.7 million elixir. It's a Town Hall 13 as well. Okay. This space is doable. NECC, no. Rocket Spear takes care of the cannon, and the shield takes care of the multi-mortar. We'll take care of the bomb tower as well. And we're not going to be able to get to the Expo, are we? Okay. Yep, we are. Just barely took it out. Throw down the Yeti and the Goblins to help funnel out the right side of the base. Throw down the King on that side as well. King's ability activates automatically. Freeze the Giga Inferno. Early Torch. Warden gets wrecked, but so does the Eagle Artillery. Yeah, there's no way we're getting to the rest of the elixir. We might be able to get to one of these two storages, but yeah, there's no way we're going to get to the other. Unless the healer can... unless the one healer can keep the Super Yeti alive. Which is possible. Yeah, even with the healer, the minion prince is going to be too much. Yep. As long as we get the majority of the loot, though. That is A-okay. I'm totally cool with that. Alright, so we have a day and 4 hours until the clone spell is done. And then we can shift our focus to either putting the clone spell back down for another upgrade if we can, or the log launcher, the Valkyrie, so that way we can... Do we already have the Super Valkyrie unlocked on this account? I don't think we do. Okay, yes we do. So we can give ourselves Super Valkyrie. Because with the Super Valkyrie, it's like having an extra rage spell or two. Because when the Super Valkyries die, they drop rage spells. So for every Super Valkyrie that you have, you're basically giving yourself another rage spell. So we can either put the clone spell back down for another upgrade, the log launcher, the Valkyrie, and then we have the pet house that we can upgrade to work towards getting the poison lizard. I don't think we can unlock the poison lizard at Town Hall 14, if I remember correctly. I don't think we can. But we'll be able to at least start working our way towards it. Uh, 400 starry ore away from upgrading the heroic torch. So there's not really much that we can do. Most of our upgrades, I think, are gonna come from my gold. We have the Infernos maxed out. We have the Expos maxed out. The Eagle. The air defenses. All that's really left to do are the Archer Towers, Cannons, and Wizard Towers. And then traps. One second, guys. My nose is getting all tingly. I kind of feel a sneeze coming on. Oh, I hate that. I hate that. You know how you're... Like, when you feel a sneeze coming on and it just never comes? And your nose is just all tingly the entire time? I hate that. We have a book of heroes that we can use for one of our heroes. What would be, if I were to do a hero though, what would be the most beneficial? Probably the Warden. Probably the Warden. Either the Warden or the Royal Champion. Or I could... The Book of Heroes works on pets too, right? I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So, I could also save the Book of Heroes for when I unlock the Poison Lizard. That way I'll be able to upgrade it right off rip if I happen to have the loot for it. Finish that upgrade and then upgrade the Poison Lizard again. So I think I'm going to save my Book of Heroes. I think I'm going to save it. I am going to save it. $509,000 gold, 352,000 elixir. 845,000, 881,000. We can find better. The one time where I say that and the base just gets worse. This is a dead base. 400,000, 195. Again, not too great on loot. But we're getting there. I only need a little bit to fill up my storages. 952,000, 159,000. Yeah. 1.059 million elixir, and then 9k dark elixir. That's pretty decent, and it's a Town Hall 13, but this is not a base design I'd want to hit with my Super Yeti, especially when my Super Yeti is not at its strongest on this account. 1.5 million gold, 1.2 million elixir. Now see, this is a base that I can hit regardless whether I want to whether I have my army strong enough for it or not, because like I said, I'm just here for the loot. Activate the rocket spear early. Queen on this top corner. We're going to help the Yeti out with funneling that side. Oh my goodness. I have a feeling that I'm going to need the Barbarian King here in a minute. Yep, and I was right. I was going to say I'm going to freeze the Eagle artillery, but never mind. Eagle gets absolutely wrecked before I can even freeze it. There we go. There's the gold storage, almost completely full. And I think what I'm going to do, guys, after I get done on my Hunter Captain account, I'll hop on. I was thinking about doing my Nihilister account, but then again, it's like I kind of want to save it for the next Clash video. So it'd be like that account's debut on my channel, if that makes any sense. By the way, Ninja, if you're still watching the stream and or listening, I'm drinking an Ultimate Energy C4 instead of a Performance Energy. So I'll be able to be awake for a little while longer than I normally am with the Performance Energy C4. Because, as you can see, like I've said before, Ultimate Energy has 300 milligrams of caffeine instead of 200. Thing is, though, that was my last Ultimate Energy C4. All I have left now are the Performance Energy C4s, which I have 2 cherry popsicle flavor and then 2 of the strawberry blast flavor ones. And then I have 2 more ghosts. So 6 energy drinks left in total. Alright, so gold storage is good. Elixir storage is good. I could probably fill up the dark elixir storage just a little bit more. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Go out for another raid or 2. And try to look for mainly dark elixir. Here's a 10. Ooh. Dead Tunnel 14. 1.2. We're going to get a little bit of everything here. All right. Royal Champion takes care of the defenses on that side. Queen will help out. We're going to hit this base from the bottom side here. The goblins will weaken up the gold mine for the Yeti to take care of, hopefully. Yep. Alrighty, so come on. Got to get the multi-mortar down. Thank you. Because that'll help with the funneling. I was about to say, where is the queen at? Let's go ahead and activate her ability and equipment and stuff. Throw the rest of my troops down. And I think the base is pretty much funneled out well enough to where everything is pretty much going to stay primarily in the middle. Freeze the Giga Inferno. Early torch. And as long as everything stays alive here, this should be an easy peasy 3-star. Alright, so we're already like almost 3.5 hours into the stream. How are we feeling about Sundays, guys? How are we feeling about Sundays for YouTube streams? Sunday after, like Sunday morning / afternoon. How are we feeling about that? For those guys that are watching the stream later on, and you guys are new to my channel, let me know in the comments. How are we feeling about Sundays for my YouTube streams? If I go back to streaming every week or every other week or something like that. What I'll also do is I'll put a poll in my community tab for you guys to decide on. It'll just be a simple yes or no question. Alright, so we have full golden elixir storages. Dark elixir. How much can we hold with our dark elixir here? 310,000. 310,000. Where are we at in CWL metals? Okay, so since we have quite a bit there, what I'll do is I'll keep saving up. I'll just keep saving up. Eventually I'll have to start I'll have to do a stream where it's just all wall grind. The entire time I'm getting gold and elixir and stuff. We'll have to do like a dedicated stream towards doing a wall grind. So that way we can max out these Tunnel 14 walls. Alrighty. So I think what I'll do is I'll do one more. I was about to say one or two more raids. This base has a lot of golden elixir. If I was looking for golden elixir right now, but right now I'm mainly looking for dark elixir, so that will not do. I did like the amount of loot on that base though. 1.2 million gold. Not enough dark elixir. Hey, there we go. 12,000 dark elixir. Where are the majority of the drills? Okay, there's one there. One on. Okay, so we got one on the bottom, and then one on the left and right sides. No CC. There's no way I'm getting to all three drills and the storage. So what I think I'll do is I'll gun for one or two of the drills and the storage. So I'll throw down the Royal Champion there on that side. She'll take care of the Expo next. Hopefully the Wizard Tower, please. Before you get wrecked. There we go. Just barely. Yeti, goblins. Okay, good. I was about to say, the Yeti is actually funneling the direction I want it to go. That'll help me out a lot. The only issue now is the buildings in that compartment are most likely gonna pull my Super Yeti around the right side. So to kind of counter that, I'm going to open up the walls. Instead of putting it on the exact bottom corner, I'm going to put a little bit to the right. Use the King's ability early. Freeze the Inferno. Okay. The Yeti might take care of... I was about to say, they take care of the drill on the right side. Nope. Town Hall goes down. We didn't get all of the Dark Elixir, but we did get a good majority of it. Which is all that I ask for. if we can't get all of the Dark Elixir, if we can't get all of the loot, I'm hoping for at least the majority of it. In which we did. With the loot bonus, that's going to put us above 790... Nope. A little bit over 800,000. Yeah. Just a little bit over 800,000. And then for the gold. And then for the elixir, I want to say 600,000. Somewhere around there. I can't do math in I can't do math in my head that fast, but I know it's somewhat around 600,000. 10,000 dark elixir, so that's going to put it at 10.6, 10.7. Yeah. Alrighty. I think we will do one more raid on this account, so we can fill up the dark elixir storage just a little bit more. 7,000 dark elixir before we switch over to the onto another account. And since we're already at like the 3.5 hour mark, what I'll do is I'll switch over to my Nihilister account, and I guess what I'll do is I'll have this stream be that account's debut. Because the only other time I've shown that account, whether it's in a video or in a stream, the only time I've shown my Nihilister account on my YouTube channel is on one of my recent videos. I think I titled it, I've started a new account or something like that. And I only showed it off while playing on a different account. In the stream, I'm actually going to be going out for raids with it. 1.2 million golden elixir, 8,000 dark elixir. It's a max tunnel 14 though. And there's CC troops. Yep. Figures. 500,000 golden elixir, 7,000 dark elixir, no CC troops. 9,000 dark elixir. There's... Alright. 15,000 dark elixir. Not too bad. I will... Yeah. This is about to be a cakewalk. Where is the majority of the dark elixir? Okay, so 2,000 there, 7,900 in the storage. How many drills are on the bottom side here? One? Yeah, I'm only seeing one. And then the other two are at the top, so... no CC, though. So, let's put the Royal Champion down here. We're going to attack it from the Town Hall side. Royal Champion takes care of some of the defenses on that side. Now it's all about where I want everything to go, because I really have to be careful how I want to play this. Because it doesn't matter which side of the base I get the buildings from, the other side is most likely gonna pull my Super Yeti. So I'm gonna have to activate the King's ability early, so the King can take care of the buildings in that compartment. That should keep everything from being pulled to that side. Okay. Take care of the multi-inferno. Early torch. That'll put him through the middle compartment there. Town hall compartment. Kill the single inferno, please. Thank you. There's no way we're getting to the drills at the top. All right. Warden gets wrecked. The last Super Yeti gets wrecked. And just like I said earlier, even if we don't get all of the loot, I'm hoping for at least the majority of it. So that's going to push us over 11,000 Dark Elixir. I think we are good on Dark Elixir for quite a while. So let's switch on over to my Nihilister account. I'm going to have to... There we go. So, let's go ahead and switch up our army here, since we now have the dragons. And we have Zero Rage Spell. Oh, do we? No, not for another 2 hours. What's up, Dylan? Welcome to the stream. Alright, so let's get rid of that bush there. So we're not going to have the rage spells for at least another 2.5 hours almost. So let's actually... I'm going to hang on to my elixir for a little while. Because then I'll be able to... I'll have a lot more options. So, let's go ahead and switch on over to the masked dragon army. Do I have enough space in my... No. Army camps to add another dragon or two. That would be a no. Alrighty. Switch on over to using the dragons. And that's all I will be able to do for now. As far as adjusting my army goes, 122,000, not bad. If I can get rid of that air defense with the Barbarian King, this should just be free reign for the dragons. Sure, why not? This is probably the best base we're going to find for a little while. Knowing my luck. And with the air defense out of the way, that should, like I said, give the dragons free reign on the base. I would have liked to find a little bit more loot than that, but I didn't want to I didn't want to skip this space and then find something worse. So I might as well just go ahead and take this space while I still can. Yep, this this is what I mean. Town Hall 7 Was that level 5 air defenses? Yeah, 3 level 5 air defenses. Yeah, there's no way we're 3-star in that without rage spells. $47,000, $41,000, $10,000. We're just getting worse and worse with the loot. 2,000 now? Bro. 18,000. A little bit better. 3,000. Yikes. 88,000, 89,000. Ay caramba. Alright. King, I need you to get to the air defense, please. Please and thank you. Don't go for... I was about to say, don't go for the town hall. Please go for the air defense. Never mind. Never flippin' mind. Oh, at least he tried. I need to upgrade my Barbarian King, dude. I think that's what I'll use my Dark Elixir for next time I have builders available. I should have at least one available right now. Come on, take care of the air defense, please, so it doesn't snipe at us the entire time. Thank you. Alright, so even with the fail of the Barbarian King getting to the air defense, we still managed to snag the 3-star. Any other corner buildings around here? No. There's the 200,000. The elixir, we're going to get 160,000 for the loot bonus. 150,000 gold from the season pass. We're not going to be able to claim that yet. So, okay, yeah, we have 2 builders available, actually. We have 2 of them. Book of Building, we're going to save that. Hero Hall, let's go ahead. Start upgrading the Barbarian King. And then we're going to go ahead and use some of our gold here to upgrade one of our air defenses. And now we should be able to claim the 150,000 gold. Claim the 160,000 from the treasury. And now we can go out for another raid. We're not going to have the king, though, for at least another 2 hours. 13,000, 5,000. So we're gonna have to be really picky with the bases that we hit, since we don't have the king. We're gonna have to be really picky. There's a 300,000. Oh, how I would love to hit this base. But I know the level 5 air defenses are gonna freaking wreck us. Had I had the king with me, I would probably use him to knock out that air defense, and then send the rest of the army at the one at the bottom. $94,000. 19,000, 21,000. Okay, so this one's a little bit easier. We got one air defense on the outside. We can easily take care of that with a dragon or two. Send the rest of the dragons down the middle on the bottom side. And if that second air defense, we can knock that down. Yep, the dragons will have free reign. Dragons should have free reign on the base now. Because there's too many dragons left alive. And the level 2 dragons are too strong for that one archer tower to handle. Yeah. I think after this stream, I'm going to get myself some food. I don't know if you guys can hear it. My stomach has just been growling at me the entire time. There's 150,000 elixir. Alright, another easy Town Hall 6. 2 air defenses on the outside. So this should be an easy peasy, lemon squeezy 3-star. If we can get all of the dragons to kind of come together here in the Town Hall compartment. And they do. And they do. Good stuff. Good stuff. So we're going to get a nice star bonus once again. And that should push us somewhat pretty close to, I want to say, 3.1. Yeah, 3.1 million elixir. There we go. Yep. So, on to the next raid. 3,000, 150,000, 130,000. We got 1 air defense on the outside. Yeah, there's 3 air defenses though. 2 of them are in. Yeah, no. This one's a little bit easier. Because here, we don't have to worry about the level 1 air defense. It's just the level 3. And as long as we can get to that, we should be fine. We need that level 3 air defense to go down so it doesn't pick us apart. I mean, the level 1 air defense will still kind of be a nuisance, but it won't be as annoying as the level 3 would have been. There we go. And the dragons will now have free reign. So an hour 50 sets. So just under 2 hours until I can have the rage spells. $12,000 golden elixir, 30,000, 35,000. Not too bad. 300,000. We got 2 air def. Ooh, if we can get to that level 5 air defense on the top right side, we should be all good to just take every little bit of elixir this base has. So, if we can get all the dragons to kind of merge together here, kind of come together at this air defense, we should look pretty solid to 3-star this base. Come on. Take it out, take it out, take it out. Quickly, quickly, before it picks us apart. There we go. Seeking air mine. Now there's really nothing that can there's nothing that can stop these dragons now. Alright, so once we get done with my Nihilister account, what time is it? 8:03. Yeah. After we get done with my Nihilister account, guys, I'm going to go ahead and call it a stream there. That way I can get some food. And then Ninja, if you're still down to play, if you're listening, that is, if you're watching and listening, if you're still down to play Fortnite after the stream, I'll join you. We're going to get ourselves a chest from the season pass. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it stays a common. Builder bite, okay. The builder bite will actually come in handy. I'm going to go ahead and activate it right away. And then go out for another raid. Tunnel 8, 180,000 gold, 136,000 elixir, 2,000 dark elixir. Not bad. 65,000. This space is a little bit easier. Where are the air defenses at? So there's one there, and one at the top. The right corner here. So what I'm thinking is I hit this base from the level 5 air defense side, since it's the strongest air defense on this base. Yeah. Put one dragon there for the funnel, another one there. And then we hit the level 5 air defense, take it out quickly. And hopefully, what I'm hoping to make happen here is the dragons on the right corner here all merge with the 2 dragons that helped funnel the base out. There we go, just like that. That way, all the dragons can come together and take out the remaining 2 air defenses once we get to them. This is when the rage spells would have come in handy. Because I could have just raged them through this last bit of the base. And it would have been an easy 3-star. Right now, though, it's looking kind of iffy. If that makes any sense. If we can get that last air defense down, which isn't going to happen, this would have been an easier 3-star. Ay. I mean, we still have 4 dragons left alive. It's going to come down to the remaining 2 or 3 dragons to take care of the rest of this base. Yeah, the remaining 2 dragons, actually. Yep. It's all going to come down to that air defense, isn't it? Yep. 1 dragon. 1 dragon and 1 air defense. Any other corner buildings? Not really. Come on. Just that air defense and that cannon. We're going to fall short. Dadgummit. Alrighty. Just a little bit more elixir and we can be done. 60,000 gold, 65,000, 40,000, 52,000. Hey, there we go. Here's a here's a nice find. 585,000 gold, 633,000 elixir. That's a nice find. No CC defense. Those are the only 2 air defenses. So if we can get to that level 5 air defense, my dragons will have free reign on this base. And that should help us pretty much fill up the elixir storage. We just got to get to that level 5 air defense, and we'll be Gucci. That's going to be the issue, though. If we can't take out that level 5 air defense, yeah, it's going to be a problem. There we go. Got it down. The level 1 air defense isn't really going to be as much of a problem. There we go. The dragons will have free reign on this base, and we should pretty easily 3-star it. There's a builder hut there, and one at the bottom. There's plenty of time left, though, so, yep. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, 3-star. So with that being said, Our storage is now full once again, except for the Dark Elixir storage. I'll work with the Dark Elixir storage off camera. I think that is a good spot to end the stream. 2,500 Dark Elixir. I'll take that. And yeah, since we don't have any builders available to really do anything for another hour and a half, that's pretty much all that we can do for tonight's stream, guys. It's getting a little bit late. I'm getting hungry. The doggo is wanting some attention. My buddy Ninja, I'm going to be playing some Fortnite with him after the stream. And yeah, like I said, guys, I'll be putting a poll on my community tab. How about Sundays for my YouTube streams, guys? Sundays, like Sunday mornings, afternoons, sound good to you guys? Let me know in the comments below after the stream ends. Yeah. So with that being said, if you guys like my content here on YouTube, smash the like button, subscribe, all that good stuff. Like I said, I'll be posting the links to my social medias and my Discord server in the description and or the comment section after the stream ends. And with that being said, I will see you guys next time. Lucky your dog loves you. Mine hates me for no reason. Ugh. Yeah. That can... Sophie's always been a playful dog. She's always been like a wild, playful dog. She loves hanging out with me every chance she gets. And I love hanging out with her, so. With that being said, I will see you guys next time. Stay safe. New intro coming soon, by the way. For those of you guys that saw it on my community tab. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Stay blessed. I'm James Tate. We out.